This is Duke University.
Good morning, everybody, and special thanks to Raphael and Lena for all the work they put into this, along with a team of students who have done extraordinary things to bring this together, and a special shout out to Michelle Kirby and Jen Fluter, co-presidents of the Net Impact Club. This conference is an amazing example of what you can accomplish through collective diversity and bringing together so many different people, perspectives, and ideas. And I think the result will be absolutely phenomenal. I thank you all for joining us. I'm trying to be very brief because we have an abbreviated schedule and we're already behind. But I do want to spend just a couple of minutes calling attention to someone who is not here with us today. But without Greg Dees, none of us would be here today in terms of celebrating the ideas that he put into place so many years ago. So if you think about what what he accomplished in terms of his contributions, what is amazing to me is for someone who devoted his intellectual life to thinking about conceptually how can you scale social impact, what he probably never expected was the reality of the social impact that he had through his ideas and the scale that he created through his ideas. And some simple examples. So if you think about someone like me who routinely asserts that business will be the transformational engine of the 21st century, that we will use business as an entry point to solve social issues that confront us as a collective whole in society. For me, that's second nature, and I don't find many people who challenge me when I make those assertions, because it's second nature for so many individuals. But that really is because of Greg saying back in 1998 that you could have a social mission, that is scaled through applying business principles, and that you could bring rigorous business-like thinking to social impact. And so when Greg founded the field of social entrepreneurship back in 1998 with a seminal article, I think he did something that's paradoxical almost, which is he simultaneously made the idea of social impact more restrictive, because he actually started talking about it's not enough, it's not sufficient to simply want to do good. You need to be thinking about bringing the rigorous thinking that's required to actually achieve your aims. And you need to have a mindset that maybe not everybody has. And he talks in this article about social entrepreneurship. We'd like to have more people do it, but it may not be for everybody. And that it takes an entrepreneurial spirit. It takes an acknowledgement of you need to think boldly in a world with highly constrained resources. And so he narrowed in that you need a special skill set in order to actually follow through on social mission ideas. At the same time, in terms of the impact that is closer to my heart, which is on business schools, he did something which was very much inclusive, which is he said, first of all, don't make an artificial distinction that says that social impact is only in the nonprofit world, that you can actually drive social impact in a for-profit sense. And that opened up the doors for many people to join in terms of thinking about social impact, which in many instances does not have a profit motive, but for many others, and many of them in the room and people who will be a part of our conference today, profit with purpose. And so that was very much inclusive. I think the whole idea that you could be driven by a social mission and go to a business school, we owe that to Greg, to found something like the Center for the Advancement of Social Entrepreneurship here at Duke, and then to see that spread where now you've got in every top business school, it's completely accepted. It's table stakes if you want to be a great business school, that you have an active presence in social entrepreneurship. And so those are amazing legacies that he's given us. And from the point of view of a business school, having people who do have a social purpose join a business school enriches the experience for everybody and makes business schools better. I also think that having business schools involved has made the impact possible through social entrepreneurship bigger and at greater scale. And so I think it is a symbiotic relationship, one which brings me great joy to see. There's more work to be done. It's clear that Greg laid out the case that when you think about social entrepreneurship, you need forces that replace market forces. You need a source of discipline. And so that work continues as we think about how we measure social impact. And again, that'll be a part of what people will talk about today and for years to come. Those are important questions. The work is not done. And I'm so grateful that all of you are here to continue what Greg started.